Good morning, everyone. Welcome to webinar 3 of this Lynx webinar series. Today we have a technical webinar. So for those interested in the technologies behind our Lynx Services Platform, what we call LySP. So our aim today is to give you an overview of LySP, architecture and basic services. And next Thursday at 10:30, we will show you in more detail the rest of services, annotation services, search and information retrieval services, machine translation, etc. So please don't miss the next webinar either. Okay, so this is, our agenda for today. As you can see, architecture and basic services, I'll be accompanied by my colleague, Filippo Maganza, software developer at Alpenite, and Sotiris Karampatakis and Victor Mireles Chavez, both senior researchers at Semantic Web Company. Okay, so for those who join us for the very first time, I will give some basic info on the Lynx project. Yeah? Lynx is an innovation action funded by the European Union under the Horizon 2020 Framework Program. And the topic, as you can see on the slide, Big Data PPP, Public-Private Partnership, cross-sectorial and cross-lingual data integration and experimentation, which means that Lynx is also part of the projects under the umbrella of the Big Data Value Association, BDVA. The initial duration of the project were 36 months, now extended to 40 months due to the pandemic. But we're coming to an end. The end of the project will be the 31st of March. There you can also see the estimated project cost, the contribution by the EU, and the name of the project officers in charge of this project. Okay, who are we? So as you can see on this map, most of the partners are located in Europe, and one partner is an Israeli company, K Dictionaries, a dictionary data provider. Then we have 3 universities in the consortium, UPM, Universidad Politécnica de Madrid, coordinators of the project, University of Zaragoza, and Autonomous University of Barcelona. We also count on the research center, DFKI, the German Research Center on Artificial Intelligence, a language technology company, Tilde, from Latvia, Semantic Web Company, a provider of semantic technologies, Alpenite, an Italian system integrator company, and then representing the 3 business cases in the Lynx project, we have Saibli, an Austrian legal tech company, the international law firm Quattro Casas, and the MVGL, a Dutch-Norwegian industrial certification company. So these are the 3 business the companies representing the 3 business cases. In webinar 2, we already presented and demoed the solutions created for these business cases. So if you missed that webinar, there is also a link to the recording in this slide deck that we will provide to you in about a week. Yes, together with also with the recording of this webinar. Okay. What have we tried to achieve in the Lynx project? So broadly speaking, the main objective was to overcome the difficulties that companies in Europe face, yes, due to the fact that legislation and regulations are published in different formats and according to different criteria, and especially in different natural languages. Yeah. So our efforts have been devoted to create an ecosystem of smart cloud services to better manage compliance, and this is LySP. This is what we will show you today. This ecosystem of services is based on a knowledge graph that integrates and links heterogeneous compliance data sources, including legislation, case law, standards, and other private documents, right? And all of these across languages and jurisdictions. Okay, here we have the 3 pilots, the 3 business cases that I just mentioned, one on contract analysis, labor law, and geothermal energy compliance. Yeah, so this was a brief introduction to the project objectives and results. And now I will hand over to Filippo Maganza, who will explain the link architecture. But before I give the floor to Filippo, I would like to thank the speakers joining me today. I would like to thank the audience again. Yes, let me remind you that this webinar is being recorded, that you can put your questions into the chat. Yes, that we will have some time for questions at the end of the webinar. And yes, that I hope you really enjoy the webinar.